books, and I thought it was a more physical scrimmage, and that was the challenge going into the week. Kind of had our base install last week, and just looking as far as the challenges and what we wanted to be better at going into this week. I challenged the guys to be better, in a physical toughness piece, and I thought Wednesday was that. I thought we set the tone with some things, whether it was, it can even be a pass game with just our blitz pickups or our blitzes as well from a defensive perspective. And today there was certainly a little bit more focus on run and stopping the run. So a lot of great stuff to learn from. Kind of a different tone, just the way it worked out from the scrimmage a week ago. Probably a little bit more passing last week and probably more balanced this week. So a lot of good stuff for both sides of the ball to improve on.
Heard you mention that your family of these players are going to be here on Friday. Just what was the reaction when they heard that they would actually have some people in these stands for them to play? Yeah, no,
it's exciting for them. I got a chance to announce it to them before their lift yesterday morning, and I know Coach McKeefer said that the lift had a little more energy in it. So it's usually pretty good to begin with. But the guys are fired up, and if you really think back, maybe some families saw their sons play. Or brothers or sisters play, brothers play against UNLV. But other than that, you got to go back to November of 2019. And so it's been a long time for some of these guys as far as letting their families see them play, especially here in Bulldog Stadium.
Any particular players or plays stand out to you today?
I think that I thought, like Logan Fife had a better scrimmage and got better this week, There's a lot going on. We asked the offense to be quarterback driven. We'll a lot of times put the stuff in based on what the quarterback can handle, and he made some nice plays consistently. I thought, we continue to catch the ball consistently offensively, and I think there's some good things happening. We made some improvements, some strides in the linebacker position over the course of the week, and I'm probably speaking more general terms of what I see in the practices leading up to today, and then today adding on top of that. But I thought those were some of the areas that we've improved. We continue, have good pass rush. That just seems to be consistent every single day when we step on the field. I feel good about some of our packages, whether it's our third down packages, both sides of the ball. It gets pretty competitive when it's third down and short, medium, long. Both sides have some pretty good concepts, and we've had a lot of good reps. Today was a little more focused on the red zone. We'll continue to do that here in this last week.
Speaking on the pass rush, with Kwame not participating, how much has DeMarcus Johnson taken those first team reps and showed what he can do?
Yeah, we've been rotating with Kwame out. We've been rotating a few guys in there. DeMarcus gets his shots in there as well. But I think I go back to like Mosby. Morales has been a constant, but Mosby really has got a chance to kind of work with the twos, kind of understand how it works. And now the last week or so, he's really stepped into playing with the ones a little bit more, especially with Kwame out. So and DeMarcus gets his shot, both interior and at the DN positions up front. We have done a lot of rotating to find, just guys got to learn how to work together. Whether it's fitting gaps or just twisting and working together with those schemes. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of reps. So a lot of different guys are working together up front.
Coach, first time talking to you since we saw Coach stop by practice. I hear that he's done that a handful of times, but what does he bring to those practices, games when he stops by? And for you and the players, what does he bring?
Yeah, Coach Tedford is certainly a guy that, we know what he's given to this program, and there's just nothing but love from players to coaches. Just even the new coaching staff and the new players, they certainly know what he represents, and he's just fun to be around. And him being out here yesterday, I think it was fun for us, but it's also fun for him to kind of get his football fix in when he comes out. So, whether it was Coach Tedford as a player, or especially I know in the last few years as a coach, he's certainly Bulldog born, Bulldog bred. So it was awesome seeing him walk down the ramp and come join us for a while yesterday or Wednesday.
And last question for me, first spring preview for you as a head coach on Friday. What do you hope to accomplish, and is that going to be more of like a scrimmage feel or like a full-on game? How are you gonna handle that?
It'll probably be more like the first scrimmage that we had. Probably a few more plays than today. Probably somewhere in that 80 to 85 range, and we'll talk about it as a staff. We kind of have our scrimmage template, but we might throw a kickoff in there on air, maybe have some guys run down the field. A lot of it depends on just how much running certain position groups will do, the wear and tear, so that's some of those position groups, because the guys that are on all the special teams and then playing as well, that becomes a lot of reps in a hurry, especially in a scrimmage setting. So we certainly plan to cut it loose just like we had the last two scrimmages and continue to build. And we need these reps of live play. 6 games last year and no spring ball. We're still seeing some of the guys, and guys are getting better at just tackling. Guys are getting better at breaking tackles. Blocking and following the play, whether you're on offense or defense, just all those fundamental things and priorities that we emphasize every single day are happening in these scrimmage settings.
Yeah.